Hello, this is Epic Ray Kirk. I'm doing a remake of my first video. I didn't like it, so let's see if we can improve on it. Today's subject is the SKS magazine release. And as you can see, I have 3 different types of magazine releases posted on the board. Bear with me so I can try to zoom in, you get a better look. First is the standard issue. This is the magazine release that comes on your SKS. See if I can get a good shot there. It's not bad. This does the job that it's intended to do, but over time people have decided, let's see if we can make this better, and they have. There's a company called Tapco. I'm sure everybody's heard of it. Tapco has got into this. They made a really nice magazine release, and let me zoom in on that one. They call this their extended magazine release, which is fine because if you look on the back bottom right side, you'll see where the extension is actually where the finger goes, and that's very helpful. But it still needs just a little something else. So let's go back out. Now there's this gentleman named Joe Sotelo. He saw the need for this for the SKS, and Joe took it upon himself to create his own SKS magazine release. Let's zoom in. There's Joe's name, Joe Sotelo. Extended mag release for the SKS. Alright, let's zoom in. In the pink square, excuse me, in the pink square you will see 2 different types. This is what Joe creates. The top one is the one that I purchased from Joe. The bottom one will be the next one that I purchase. And I'll show you a little bit more. Just a minute. Let's pan over. This is the actual item that I purchased from Joe. This is the magazine release, the extended magazine release, and you can see how it is a little bit longer. It's a lot longer than the standard magazine release. It's a lot longer than the Tapco extended magazine release. Here the extension is from the piece itself back to the finger pull area. This puts it a lot closer to the trigger guard. Alright, let me go back out. Now the other 2 photos I have here, let me adjust. This is what it looks like. This is the one that I have. Look how close it is to the trigger guard. It sits just outside the trigger guard. This makes it a lot easier to pull your finger out of the trigger guard, off the trigger, put it on the magazine release, pull, change out your magazine. It's a lot quicker than the standard. Beside that, we have Joe's second type of magazine release. This one looks pretty cool. I haven't tried this one yet, but after this video I will be purchasing one off of Joe. This one sits below the trigger guard. All you have to do is remove your finger off the trigger, just drop it down below the trigger guard, pull on the magazine release, release the magazine, insert a new magazine. Alright, now I'm going to show you how to install Joe Sotelo's extended magazine release for the SKS. First of all, I want to show you what I created. My vise is in the way, so I'll try to get it out. This is just 2 3/4 inch pieces of wood. I glue them together. I put about a 1/2 inch ridge or gap slot into it, and it's 3/4 inch deep. Makes it a lot easier to work on pins when you're pounding pins in and out. So let me set this up. Check the camera, make sure it looks halfway decent. There we go, that should be it. It's real simple to do. Fits in just like a regular SKS magazine release. And if you look at it, that's what it is. What Joe does, he takes your old magazine release, he cuts the tang off the back. Show you the tang. He cuts the tang. This is the tang. Cuts the tang off the back. Takes his part that he created. He welds it on. He welds the part that he made onto your magazine release, your metal magazine release. He welds it on, sands it down, gives it a nice black coating. Looks pretty cool. It works great. This is how we install it. Same thing as if it's a regular magazine release. Make sure you have your spring, put your spring in. Oh yeah, and before you do install, it's always good to get some oil. Put just a little drop of oil on both sides. Just makes it slide a lot easier. Line up the magazine release, the slots on the magazine release with the railing on the magazine, the trigger housing. Slide it in. Make sure the spring is in the proper location. I take tension off of the pin that I'm putting in. See if I can get that turned around so you can see it. Then I just pound it in through the other side. I always try to make both sides of the pin about even, as close as possible. A lot of guys say that once you do this, you should take a screwdriver, put in the forks, and pry the forks open. As of yet, I've had no problems with this fitting into the weapon. Well, this concludes my video on Joe Sotelo's extended magazine release for the SKS. His information, my information, will be posted along with this video. Just look down on the bottom of the video and you'll see his information as well as mine. Thank you, and I hope you all purchase at least one per weapon. But make Joe happy, purchase 2 or 3. Thank you.